Ever opened a file called final v2 realfinal.pdf and had no idea what it actually was? It seems small, but poor file names create confusion every day, especially for screen reader users. By the end of this quick lesson, you'll know exactly how to create file names that are cleaner, easier to find, and far more accessible for everyone. Clear, descriptive file names help your clients, your team, and screen reader users understand what a file contains before having to open it. They also help keep your files organized, improve search visibility, and support accessibility standards like WCAG 2.4.4 link purpose and context, since file names often become clickable links online. But the biggest benefit is clarity. A good file name removes guesswork instantly. So let's go through 7 simple rules that make a major difference right away. Rule number 1, use clear descriptive language. Your file name should explain the content immediately without someone needing to open the document first. For example, vacation checklist PDF works much better than draft.docs. A descriptive name saves time for everyone searching through files later. Next is a punctuation choice most people don't think about. Rule 2 is use hyphens or spaces instead of underscores. Screen readers interpret hyphens as natural pauses, making file names easier to understand when they're read aloud to them. So instead of a long string of letters without spaces, like website planning worksheet PDF, use website-planning-worksheet.pdf. It's easier visually, easier audibly, and more search-friendly too. Rule number 3, avoid special characters entirely. Characters like hashtags, exclamation points, and question marks can break links or create upload issues across platforms. Sticking to letters, numbers, hyphens, and spaces keep file names dependable and clean. Rule number 4, keep file names short but meaningful. Aim for roughly 2 to 6 words whenever possible. Long file names become difficult to scan quickly. For example, instead of a complete guide to choosing the best brand colors for your business 2025.pdf, you could simply use brandcolorguide.pdf. Rule number 5 is to use consistent naming patterns. Whether you organize by month, project, or category, consistency helps people locate files faster. Examples include invoice January 2025 PDF or client name homepage mockup.jpg. Rule 6 is avoid insider abbreviations. If someone outside your organization wouldn't understand the shorthand, spell it out clearly. For example, replace ADL Rev checklist 3.pdf with homepage wireframe.pdf. And rule 7, use clean version numbers only when necessary. A simple name like brandguide v2.pdf works perfectly well. Try to avoid file names becoming long chains like brandguide final v2 use this one.pdf. So let's look at an example. Imagine you run a local yoga studio and you regularly share schedules, stretching guides, and pressing documents online. In a rushed workflow, you might accidentally upload a file named scan034.pdf. Final stretch guide.doc or yoga 2025 ppp.pdf. At first glance, it might seem harmless, but for someone using a screen reader, every random number, compressed word, and repeated phrase gets read aloud exactly as it's written, so the result sounds cluttered, confusing, and gives almost no useful context. A client might not even know if they opened the correct document. Now let's look at what the accessible versions would look like. Yoga class schedule.pdf, beginner stretching guide.pdf, pricing update March 2025.pdf. Visually, these file names are easier to scan quickly in emails, folders, and on the website. Audibly, screen readers read them naturally with clear pauses. That small naming change creates a noticeably smoother experience for everyone accessing the content. In the end, accessible file naming is a small habit that creates a more organized and inclusive digital environment. A thoughtful file name only takes a few extra seconds to create, but it can remove confusion immediately for the next person using that file. For more tips on how to make your digital content more accessible, consider subscribing and check out our website for more tutorials. Until next time, go out there and make it more accessible.